Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of TEW2020 Predicts, where we use the TEW2020 Magic Ball to look into the future and see what is maybe to come in the career of a young, upcoming, promising superstar. And in today's episode, that particular superstar is Dominik Mysterio, the son of wrestling legend, not just wrestling, a global icon. Even if you don't like wrestling, at the very least you probably know the name or recognise the mask, for example, of Rey Mysterio, his son Dominik. 1 year of experience, young lining, debuting SummerSlam 2020, I want to say. Yeah, debuting SummerSlam 2020, winning the tag titles with his father in May 2021. And now April 2022. So, yeah, about a year and a half experience, approaching 2 years. Dominik Mysterios, who we will be looking at. Stat-wise, pretty good. Starting in 45 pops throughout the US, worldwide. A lot of, alright. He's alright worldwide, isn't he? He's doing fine. Big Dom, but how will he get on throughout his career? Without further ado, let's go and find out. I'm gonna simulate now to the end of the career of Dominik Mysterio. We're gonna see how he gets on. We'll see how his father does as well. Yeah. Without further ado, let's go and let's go find out what is to come in the career of Dominik Mysterio. And here we are, Sunday, week 3, January 2044, and from one problem in the Bron Breakker video, where he just wouldn't retire before the game wouldn't go any further, I've skipped past Big Dom's retirement. He's currently employed by Impact on a handshake deal as a road agent and a manager. Popularity-wise, he's in 86s, 90s across Australia. He's clearly doing very well. Retired, 23 years of experience, never wrestles, tone, light heavyweight, professional. Headline-wise, he retired. He went into the AEW Hall of Fame. So, he's clearly been in AEW and done quite a bit there. And inducted in the Hall of Mortals. He had a great career, obviously. And hired by Impact. Dominik Mysterio, when did he retire? Let's look at the news. Right, we'll start off. He had a breakup in November of 2027. And he got injured in May of 2029. A torn abdominal for 52 days. Then in April of 2030... just under 10 years, just shy of 10 years with WWE since debuting. He was hired by AEW and he left at the end of April and he joined AEW All Elite Wrestling. He had an injury in June of 2033. After 3 years with AEW, he got a severe concussion. He was out for a year and a month, a bad one. That's a lot of time out of his career. Maybe that's why he's retired so early, who knows. In a social media storm in August 2036. He was accused of bullying a young fan. He also got a torn bicep on December 2037. He got out for 6 months, another quite long-term injury. And in the end, 2043 in June, so about 6 months ago, he announced he was retiring, and he officially retired in September of 2043. So only 3 months out of his retirement, so pretty close. Inducted into the AEW Hall of Fame, not the WWE one though, but he get to Hall of the Immortals. He was hired by Impact on a handshake deal as a road agent and manager. Okay, Dominik, a lot going on, a few injuries, quite long term. He missed about a year and a half of his 23-year career. Still a lot of time wrestling. AEW Hall of Fame, Hall of Mortals. Let's have a look at his title history then. WWE-wise, he started off with that one SmackDown Tag title. Then he would go on a little bit of a wait, 5 years, just nearly. When in week 3, March 2026, just before WrestleMania for some reason, he won the WWE Championship, the championship his father Rey had won before, of course. Rey Mysterio's WWE title reign lasted hours before John Cena cashed in his I'm John Cena to win it. But Dominik's lasted for 8 months. Week 3, March 2026 to week 4, November 2026. 8 defenses in those 8 months as well. A good, long WWE Championship reign from Dominik, his only WWE Championship reign at that. After that, dropping to the tag division, he won the Raw tag titles. Week 3, October 27. Week 3, October 2027 to week 1, May 2028. So that's 7 months with 4 defenses with his father, Rey. winning both Raw and SmackDown Tag titles. And then they won the Raw ones again, August 2029 to August 2029 again, actually. They held it for 1 month, 1 week, and made one defense, actually, in that week as well, with his father, Rey. And then he got injured, I will assume is what happened. I can't remember what specifically when he got injured, but he got injured is what I'll assume happened, and they had to vacate, sadly. And then, very soon after, about 6 months or so, released by WWE, maybe his injuries had something to do with that, signed by AEW. And, I mean, he was signed in end of March, he was signed in the end of April, and then by September, so what is that, 5 months later, he had won, not even 5 months, about 4 months later, he became AEW World Champion. A very quick start to things in AEW, winning it week 1, September 2030, and holding it for, 8 months to May, week 4, May 2031, 11 defenses. Then his next title was the world title again in March of 2032 to February 2033. He was held it 1 week short of a year and made 13 defenses. So within 3 years of signing, he had spent nearly 2 years as AEW World Champion. AEW pushing Dominik straight to the moon. And then he won it again in 2034. August 2034 to May 2035. So 9 months again, 9 defenses. AEW clearly loves big Dominik Mysterio, don't they? And then he won it again. No, he didn't. No. Then his next title was the AEW TNT title. Week 4, July 2035 to November 2035. So he held it for 4 months and made 4 defenses. And then he lost the AEW TNT title on week 2, November 2035. And then week 2, November 2035, he also won the AEW World title, holding it till September 2036. Another long reign. What is that? 10 months? All of his AEW World title reigns are so long. 10 months with that. 17 defenses. And then he would have a hiatus from the World title division. He'd win 4 TNT titles. November 2038 to February 2039. Only 3 months with 5 defenses. May 2039 to August 2039. 3 months, 5 defenses. August 2040 to November 2040. 3 months, 4 defenses. February 2041 to May 2041. 3 months, 3 defenses. So a lot of 3 months TNT title reigns there to pad his stats out. Before returning to the World title division one last time, September 2042 to December 2042, holding it for 3 months. His shortest of his AEW World title reigns, but he spent so much of his career holding that belt, hasn't he? Achievement-wise for Dominik, Hall of Immortals inductee in 2043, of course, and AEW Hall of Fame inductee. He won Wrestler of the Year 7 times. Wow. He was Wrestler of the Year in 2030 and 2031 consecutively. 2030, of course, he spent part of the year with WWE, part of the year with AEW, and still got Wrestler of the Year. And then he won it in 2034, 2037, 2038, 2040, 2041, and then in 2042 he didn't win Wrestler of the Year, but he won Veteran Wrestler of the Year, and he was the 2nd best wrestler overall in the world. I mean, just looking at that, I mean, other than 2043, where he retired as well, he was in this every year, I think. Yeah. And we'll go over it. He was 147, 104, 62, 55, 42, 15, 32, 34. And then he had a stranglehold on this thing apart from 1 year. So he was number 1, number 2, number 11. And then the real stranglehold begins. Number 1, number 2, number 2, number 1, number 1, number 2, number 1, number 1, number 2. Jesus Christ, Dom. I'm so interested in who was winning the years he wasn't. Was like one person, and they were just kind of like duking it out. Right, so Darby won over him, and then he drops, and then the stranglehold begins. So Dominik won Hook 2, Sammy won Dominik 2, Darby won Dominik 2, Dominik won Ahua Nation Apollo Crews 2, Dominik won Hook 2 again, Bo Dallas won Dominik Mysterio 2. That's insane. I've done nothing to... I'm going to take a little detour real quick because what? AEW Hall of Fame as well. 3-time AEW TNT champion. And that's it. And he was the best wrestler in the planet for a minute there. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. But okay, he was put off 100 rated matches. What happened to Bo Dallas? Something incredible. Off topic. So Bo Dallas 1, Dominik Mysterio 2. In 2040, it was Dominik Mysterio 1 and Von Wagner 2. Von Wagner and Dominik Mysterio were actually a tag team for a bit. The dream team of Von Wagner and Dominik Mysterio. I'm sure we'd all agree. And Bo Dallas 3. What a top to this list. Dominik Mysterio, Von Wagner, and Bo Dallas, the 3 best wrestlers on the planet. 2040, so much to look forward to in 18 years' time, everyone. 2041, Dominik Mysterio 1, Robert Evanovich number 2, a reincarnation of someone. Von Wagner number 3, Bo Dallas number 4, Cameron Grimes number 5. I love this list. And then 2042 is last year on the list. Bo Dallas number 1, Dominik Mysterio number 2, Robert Ivanovich number 3, Andrade number 4. Ruining things, dropping. I gotta look at him, haven't I? I have to look at Von Wagner. One of the best wrestlers on the planet, currently unemployed. I don't know what happened then. He was one of the best on the planet. What happened, lads? Unemployed? Von Wagner, 2-time TNT champion, 2-time world champion. What happened? What is this? What is this world, man? I'm personally going to choose to stay in this beautiful world. Actually, what's this like? Yeah, this is the one I'm going to choose to stay in, where Bo Dallas is the best wrestler in the planet, but Dominik Mysterio and Von Wagner are a close second and third, and then you got Jager Fire and Hook as well. What a beautiful list. I'm getting away from myself. This is about Dom, who overall, I mean, he's had a good career. Hall of Immortals always means you've had a good career, doesn't it? Former WWE champion, winning the title his father won, living up to that legacy, and then moving on to create his own legacy in AEW. 5-time TNT champion, 5-time AEW world champion. Overall, AEW are still in business as well, are they? AEW are not in business. I spoke far too soon. AEW always got out of business. What happened? What happened? That probably explains where Big Dom went. God. I would really just like... Can I just click that? Nope. Oh, God. Give me a minute while I try and figure this out. What year have they gone out? There they go. They went out in business right at the end of 2042. Sunday, week 4, December 2042. Literally right at the end. For mounting financial problems. Oh, unlucky, lads. Unlucky. I mean, I'm still intrigued by the title history. They always got a business, for Christ's sake. Dominik was a 5-time champ. Sammy Guevara was a 6-time champ. Yeah. Those were the two most successful superstars in AEW. Were Sammy Guevara, the 6-time AEW World Champ, Dominik Mysterio, a 5-time champ, Von Wagner, a 2-time champ as well. Lovely to mention still. Kenny Omega only got 4. Who the hell's Kenny Omega though? And TNT title-wise, John Moxley a 9-time, Andrade a 6-time, Dominik a 5-time, Kenny Omega a 5-time, Von Wagner a 2-time, Bo Dallas a 3-time. We love it. Always good. Julia Hart 8 TNT titles if you're curious. And women's title-wise, that's what it's looking like. Rio's got 5. Rhea Ripley's got 5. Jamie Hayter's got 3. Sure, some people out there would love to hear that. As I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. I just want to check actually. Annual awards. Was Ray and Dom ever tag team of the year? Did they ever have a nice? Nope. Danielson and Moxley were a few times. Lovely. Dark Order. This is a lovely list. Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt have been 7 times. My mistake. Yeah, Adam Page and Kenny Omega got back together. That's nice. That is going to be it for today, though. As overall, what is to come in the career of Dominik Mysterio? He will become one of the best wrestlers on the planet. A golden generation will bloom as we watch Bo Dallas, Dominik Mysterio, and Von Wagner take over the world of wrestling with their incredible in-ring attitude. And if the 3 ever square off in a triple threat match, it will be legendary. And one more thing, actually, that I did really want to check. I just want to go to all years, and I just want to have a look if they would have fought, wouldn't they? Him and his dad, him and Rey. Oh God, right. I'm just going to scan this real quick for a singles match between the two. Rey Mysterio defeated Dominik in 2024, and in 2025, Rey Mysterio is 2-0 against Dominik. Dominik defeated Rey for the WWE title at WrestleMania Backlash, 2-1. Won by DQ, 2-all. We take the DQ wins. Yeah, they've had a few fights. They both had some wins. They reunited in the end. After they left WWE, they had one last match together on the Chris Jericho Rock and Roll Wrestling Rage at 11 at January 2031, defeating the Grizzled Young Veterans. One last match together. How lovely is that? As that is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed as we look into the magic ball of the future at the incredible career to come of Dominik Mysterio. I hope this reality is true, because Dominik Mysterio, Bo Dallas, and Von Wagner as the three best wrestlers on the face of the planet is a beautiful thought that is incredible. If you have enjoyed, I hope you have, then please leave a like and subscribe for more. While you're there, why don't you leave a comment down below about any superstars you would like to see a similar experiment done. I've got, ideas in my head, of course, like Carmelo Hayes and like Hook. Obvious names like that popping up. But if you have any specific ones you would like to see, then leave a comment down below. While you're down there, of course, leave a like, subscribe for more, like I said. And as always, I just want to say thank you for watching.